We're making the hard cherry. This recipe submitted by Dun. Yo, he's one of the dudes from our show. He's been on here before.
He submitted this a long time ago. It was actually one of his friends had it at a restaurant. Yep. She said it was good.
Was at a restaurant, said it was good, submitted it in May 2010.
Really? It was 2010?
Yeah. So when people, I don't know, did he submit this to you, to me? I don't even know.
He might have sent it to both of us. I don't know. It was in Gmail.
Yeah. So
and I saved it from 2010.
People say, "Oh, when are you gonna do my recipe?" And I'm like, well, "I'll get around to it."
See, we eventually get around.
I don't discriminate.
Don's a childhood friend,
right.
And we have done his recipe for 4 years.
Man, I'm gonna have to use this OXO that's sitting here because I don't have my Easy Step.
It really is gonna be 4 years because May's coming up.
4 years of what?
Since he sent that recipe, if it was May 2010.
There you go. If you submit your recipe within the next 4 years, I will get around to it. That is legit. So the hard cherry, this recipe is vodka. We're using, what do I got here? Tahoe Blue. An ounce of vodka. You can use your favorite vodka. If you're one of those people who like, I do have Crystal Head because I only have the best, then you could be stupid. If you like Absolute, that's a good one too. Whatever it is. National, St. Petersburg, Smirnoff, you name it. Whatever it is, just use it. You don't have to go buy Tahoe Blue, but you could read a review and you'll figure out why. Amaretto. I'm using Luxardo, based on the fact that I can open it. Yep, here we go. And yes, this is an OXO jigger. I just bought like
so did we ever get
35 of these, 40 of these, because people keep buying them.
Did you ever buy that other Amaretto from...
I did not. I have not gone to the liquor store in months.
No. Oh, yes. It's at our liquor store.
Yep.
That's right. I keep thinking it was going to buy from Drink Up New York.
Nope, that's never going to happen. We've got an ounce and a half of Chambord. So I'm guessing the kids are about to interrupt our broadcast to ask something like, can I sleep over the neighbors? Can we play outside? Can they come over? Something's going to happen. I already know it. It's going to happen. Ounce, ounce, ounce. So you've got 3 ounces total, so it's equal parts, yada, yada, yada. We're going to top it with cranberry juice. We're going to put it into a low ball. So when you're looking at what type of glass the topping will be, you're probably going to end up with 2-3 ounces of cranberry juice on top of this. Now, the recipe says put it over ice in your whatever this thing is here, your old-fashioned, wide old-fashioned glass, whatnot. I say no. Let's go. Let's amp this up. Let's take it a step away from ghetto and make it a little bit more common man style. And by doing that, we're gonna do it with a mixing beaker. Here is where we get the interruption, asking questions. She's gonna look right into the mic and then whisper like nobody can hear. All right. So mix this up. Get it nice and chilled. Get it nice and cold. That way we can pour it over the fresh ice and it won't melt it as easy. Now people continually, which is pretty cool and pretty awesome that they notice, is where do you get this awesome ice? And these are Tavolo Perfect Cubes. You can get them on awesomedrinks.com, obviously. I have an ice maker, but since I've been using these, they just came out too damn cool. Like they still aren't completely clear. Oh, I left the heat on, but they're close. So that is what we're using, and that is where you can get them for those that want to know. And we're gonna just pour this over here. We're gonna really use the full contents of it because we've got lots of room in here. That's where we're gonna bust out the cranberry juice. And it's called the hard cherry, and I don't really know why. There's no cherry in here.
It's gonna taste like cherry.
You think? You think it's gonna taste like cherry?
It's got to.
It smells like
Give
Amaretto. Nah, it's gonna taste like Amaretto because that's what it's gonna taste like. You can also nope. There's no garnish in here. If you garnish it with a cherry, maybe it'll taste more like a cherry. I think I know why they get the name though. The first alcoholic drink of the week. It has an amaretto taste that reminds me a lot of maraschino cherries. It's not as sweet as a maraschino cherry juice, but it gives you that that flavor of like a Shirley Temple. Like it's just got that extra sweetness to it. But it turns out it's really the amaretto kicking in. No presence of vodka taste. Cranberry taste is pretty much, I don't get any cranberry. I'm getting a dark. I'm going to go cherry. I'm going to say it's like a dark maraschino or Bing cherry. Maybe there's a little bit of Chambord, but it's a berry as opposed to like raspberry, blackberry, blah, 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 blah. I don't really tell. I can't tell exactly what it is. I would say that there probably would be a dash of cherry juice if I was to guess, but it doesn't have cherries. It doesn't taste like cranberry either. It tastes, if any flavor is pronounced, it's going to be the Amaretto. And I think that would be more obvious if you also top this with a little cola, because people who like Amaretto and Coke, they'll probably get that Amaretto coming through. And for some reason, I always, maybe it's just me, but when I hear or taste Amaretto, there's only two things I ever get the Amaretto flavor from. That's Amaretto and orange juice and Amaretto and Coke, both of which are freaking awesome. And they pronounce that Amaretto in such a way that you get that focused taste, but yet you still can't tell what the liquor is unless you're hardcore like the fans of the show, who would obviously know. But definitely has a little hint of brown sugar coated top cherry flavor. I don't know what makes it so hard. I'm going to go with the fact that it's got alcohol in here in the US. Hard is associated with alcohol. Hard cider, hard lemonade. That's just the word they use because it's hardcore. I really have no fundamental facts behind any of that. Do we have a question of the day?
No, but could you use Kirsch
So,
instead of Chambord?
Kirschwasser? Or
And this for more cherry kick?
cherry liqueur? I don't know. Can I have that? Kirsch? I won't put it in here. I just want to taste it.
Where?
Right on the very corner next to the Luxardo cherry liqueur. Second, third shelf. Look at my point. See my fingers pointing? It's pointing right at it.
Oh, right there.
You got it! That's the one. This is, who makes this? Arrow? Arrow makes this, so it's probably not that good. Not to say anything bad about Arrow, but they typically make more of the low-end scenes, the low-end line of product. But let's just get a little sense, real time, of what a Kirsch cherry liqueur would be like. Oh my god, this smells awful. It smells like grappa.
Have you ever celebrated a holiday and been wrong about it?
If you ever celebrated a holiday and been wrong about it, I don't even know what that means. Like, Happy Hanukkah! It's Chinese New Year? My bad. I mean,
So the answer probably no.
this doesn't even have cherry flavor. It tastes like grappa. Smooth, sweet cherry flavored liqueur is a mixer?
It's
Yeah,
really harsh.
mix it. Huh?
This person says it's really harsh. It's an eau de vie.
This is eau de
Whatever that is.
eau de vie or whatever that means. It's bad. I don't suggest this. I would go with Luxardo, which we have cherry liqueur. There's another one that says Rouge on it. I don't remember what the brand is for that. Overall, this is a better drink than whatever the hell that stuff is. And you can add that to this drink if you want it to no longer taste like any bit of cherry, but a lot of it harsh. Maybe there's a good brand for it. Obviously, I said these are a little lower end brands. This probably cost you all of $9-10. You know what? Take your $10, convert it to quarters, and go into the next 6 grocery stores and use those little machines and get those little plastic toys. Better value than that right there. Because you might get like a rubber bouncy ball, because sometimes they're mysterious. That's it. So, definitely got a cool sweet flavor. It does have the apparent flavors of cherry, but yet it's not as juicy as a cherry. This may be, the closest thing would be the Hearing cherry liqueur, because it's got that brown sugar flavor to it. Second question of the day, for those that don't understand what my first question was, because I don't even know what it means. A, I'm not drunk. B, the question is, how long do you tolerate a wait if you go out to eat? Right? You drive in, you didn't make reservations ahead of time and they don't accept them. This is how it goes for like people I know. Either the wife or the husband pulls in, somebody gets out of the car, they go in, they check the wait time, and then there's that magic number whether you wait or not. What is your magic number? What's ours? 25 minutes, 30 at most?
Depends whether we have kids with us or not.
If we don't have kids, maybe an hour. But I can't tolerate my kids going, already yet? Whatever, for more than 30 minutes. Unless
About
it was
20 minutes.
Or we drive off and come back if it's an hour wait. We go shopping and come back. What is your toleration time? Question number 3, how long do you wait on a web page? What's your toleration time for the page to load? Because I believe the statistics is 12 seconds. 12 seconds used to be the statistic back in 99. Things have changed.
If that is not fully loaded by the time I look away and look back, I'm gone.
Exactly. For me, if I hit load and I have to think, why isn't this loaded yet? Then it's too late. I don't know exactly what the time is. I'm going to say 5 seconds for me, my personal need. If it's a site that I need to get that data no matter what, because this is the only site I can find that has it, then I might wait the 12 seconds before hitting stop and going to Google better keywords to try and find it.
I'll still stop and refresh because sometimes that still works.
Yeah, that's true.
You stop and then refresh and then it load again.
Then The worst thing I've seen, you ever been to answers.com lately? It's just like ads.
No.
Just like no answers there. It's just a bunch of ads. Drives me crazy. Lastly, submit your recipes to recipe@everydaydrinkers.com.
When is the Bloody Mary contest?
When is the Bloody Mary contest? I will probably need to think about starting that. So I'll do that in the next episode. We'll talk about the Bloody Mary contest.
Okay.
Sound fair? Okay, that's it. I think we're done. Everydaydrinkers.com. Awesomedrinks.com, especially if you like these and those ice cubes and mixing all that bullshit. All right, we're teaching you how to drink.